Right, hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of our playthrough of Banjo Kazooie. I'm Metalhead Yoshi and we're going to start Mumbo's Mountain. This is the first proper level in the game. Kind of like grassy hilly area. And like Bottles is telling us there's 3 new moves. Sorry, like Bottles is telling us there's 3 new moves we can learn in this area, this level. Which we just got to find around the level, you know, whilst we're collecting jigsaw pieces and musical notes as well. Sort of like a currency in the game. There's a Mumbo tokens as well. They'll all say at the bottom what they are. There's a ginger. But yeah, this is where the game properly starts anyway, so probably have a bit more to talk about. And more to do in general, like the actual, getting battered by bulls and stuff like that. So beehives always drop 3 honeycomb pieces. And here's one of the first characters we meet that's not sort of imperative to the main story, just within this world. But yeah, so, don't know if you can tell, but you've got to get him to throw the oranges that are aimed at you onto these switches on the floor. There we go. And as with most old video games, there's always the rule of 3. There we go. And there's our second jigsaw. 10 on each level. Got 9 more to go. But yeah, like I said, I'll know most of the stuff, especially on like the first 4 or 5 levels, pretty much just off the top of my head because I played this game so much when I was growing up. And then probably the last 3 or 4 levels I won't know as well, but still relatively. So yeah, this little fella's hungry, wants one of Conga's oranges. Oh, jumped a bit too high there. And now we throw it back over to him. Job done. But yeah, I'm not too sure what other games I'd want to start playing through straight away. I know I'll do this one, do a couple more parts as well, and just get them uploaded. If anyone comments on them saying, you know, you can improve by doing this or that or anything else. And then I'll start sort of messing around and changing sort of what I do to the videos before I upload them. Because right at the moment I'm just doing them in one continuous take per video, so I'll need to find a different way to do it and start brushing up on some editing skills. But yeah, pretty handy skill this as well. You can fire eggs out of the front or the back of Kazooie, which is pretty funny. It actually makes a fitting sound when you fire them out of the back of her, I'll put it that way. Bottles will always fill up your health if it's the first time you're talking to him, I think. If you are missing health when you learn a new move from him, which is always handy. Oh, we can't actually ground pound yet, that's another level move we learn in this level. It'll be around somewhere. But yeah, we just got the power to fire eggs like this. Oh, not like that. There we go, so that's how you fire them forwards. That's how you fire them backwards. And you can pick them back up again if you catch them when they're bouncing. There we go. There we go, rule of 3 again. So yeah, now we've stolen Conga's oranges, ruined his floor tiles, and shot eggs at him. He's not having a very good day. But we're benefiting from it, so wave cruelty to gorillas, I guess, as long as it's a cartoon bear doing it. Not really. There we go. But yeah, not too much to say so far, you know, just got to collect all the things on the level pretty much. Did say it is a bit of a collectathon. Some termites here. There we go, nice easy jigsaw piece to find. But yeah, this first level I should probably actually just talk about myself, I guess, a little. Let you guys know a little bit about me. I'm living in England, that's the first one, probably could tell by my voice. And yeah, I'm currently working full time So I have like a Monday to Friday job, and I just wanted to start doing this in my spare time because I do enjoy video games, and I love watching like other guys play through on YouTube because, like, you know, when you watch people play video games that you enjoy, it's nice to see the game, but also to see the person playing them, if they have, like, you know, good personality and stuff, or, you know, they're just funny in general. Like, hopefully I am somewhat entertaining. I know these probably first few videos, you know, I'll be a bit like rusty or nervous or something, so it might not come across as the most entertaining thing, but I'm hoping to keep doing it just for fun, like, you know, share my experience playing games, and hopefully someone else will enjoy it too. So that's sort of why I'm doing it, just to have a laugh, really. And if something comes of it, awesome. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to stop anyway, because I do enjoy it, like I said. But yeah, there are 100 of these to collect on each level, and there's like 9 levels, so there's about 900 in the game in total. And you use these to unlock doors in the Witch's Lair. Like, you have to collect a certain amount on each level, and that becomes sort of like your note score for that level. With the N64 version, if you collected 40 out of 100 notes, let's say, on the level, and then you left the level, you'd have to start from 0 again the next time you came back in. But in the 360 version that we're playing now on Rare Replay, they updated it so that any notes you've collected you have, like, permanently, and then you'll only be able to pick up the notes you're missing on the level, which is so much better if you don't finish a level in one sitting, or, you know, you can't find some, so you have to go back and then try again later on. That saves you a lot of time. So now we can ground pound, which is always good. So yeah. Oh. As much as I do love this game, though, I have to admit, like, I haven't actually played Banjo Kazooie before, which is probably madness to some of you. I mean, I do find this game extremely fun, so I'll probably do a playthrough of that and probably do it blind, and it'll be awful because I won't know what I'm doing. Which will probably make for a more fun time, I'd imagine. Like, getting into random shenanigans. There we go. 2 jigsaw pieces we'll get in the next 30 seconds. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll probably do that every now and again as well. Just impersonate the characters. So yeah, I've already got 6 out of 10 on this level. Like, it's not hard at all, this level. It's actually pretty easy. Not the first time you do it because you don't know what you're doing, but this guy just needs eggs tossed into his mouth. Each one gets faster and faster, so it's more difficult. But before you do the last one, jump on top, because there's another honeycomb piece on the top of him. There we go. Now we can do the last one for another jigsaw piece. Awesome. Right, so now we're just going to run around for a little bit and do a bit more collecting before we come back up and go inside this sort of skull-shaped hut over here, where we'll get introduced to another character called Mumbo. He's pretty cool. He's a shaman, and he turns you into, like, other kinds of animals. And a washing machine at one point, just randomly as a mistake. But there is a way you can enter a cheat in this game to play as the washing machine. Although I don't think it's very useful, it's just funny. But yeah. Oh, this move that I got before at the top of the other hill as well just lets you walk on steep slopes without sliding down, because Banjo can't, as I show there. And it's also quicker just to move around like this. Like, Kazooie's a little bit quicker than Banjo, so I'll probably, like, be doing this just to get around. Although yeah, it does get a little bit annoying here and there, go on and on. Oh, there we go. There's another one there. It's probably... I'm not too sure if you can get it... On this level you can turn into a termite, that's what Mumbo turns you into, and the termite can walk on steep slopes. I'm not too sure if she slides in that, or he. So it might be easier to turn into the termite before you get that one, but if you go to the top here and just try and line it up, like, you can just jump straight down and you'll be fine. There's a Mumbo token in here we will need. So yeah, termite corners ugly, no bears allowed. That's bearism. Speaking of bears, another person I watch actually is Bear Taffy on YouTube. He's fantastic. Plays a lot of, like, indie stuff, like just anything, I guess, that he finds interesting on Steam. Like, and if you have Steam as well, I'd say, like, follow him as a curator, because he's got a pretty good opinion on a lot of stuff. a lot of the games he's like recommended I've gotten myself. But yeah, for now I'd imagine for a while until I'm sort of more into the swing of things, just going to be doing games that are on console, because I haven't really looked into how to set up just recording my PC, although I'd imagine it would be easier than using a capture card and stuff, but that's what I'm doing at the moment, so yeah, that's all of them. Right, I think now we can transform into the termite. I'm not too sure how many gingers we've got on it actually. Let me check it here. We're missing one. And I know where he is. Right. There he is. Just down here on that little lone island. Right. Oh, there's some notes down there in the water. Oh. Yeah, the gingers are pretty cool guys. There's 5 of them in every level. When you get all of them, you get a jiggy. And they help you out in the end of the game. But I won't spoil any more than that. But yeah, I don't know, just water levels in all games, they just seem to completely slow down the pace and it just makes it less fun, I think. But yeah, the first one isn't too difficult, but in the second one, like, the water is mixed with oil. So your air meter goes down twice as fast. It just sort of puts me in a panic anyway, like, because yeah, I think once your air meter goes to 0, you don't start losing health over time. You just die instantly, which is not what you want, not at all. Right. So yeah, not too much longer on this level, and then hopefully we'll have finished it 100%, so we can crack on. Oh, more notes. Oh, Mumbo's going to introduce himself. Best shaman in all game. He's not wrong, although he is the only shaman in all the game. So I don't know how much you can, you know, take that for. But yeah, we pay him in tokens and he turns us into another creature. Although it sort of turns both Banjo and Kazooie into one creature, I don't really know how that works. Like, just mix their DNA and then split them up again perfectly. You know, he's way ahead of his time in terms of scientifically. Although I don't know how scientific, you know, being a shaman is. And I'm just talking absolute bollocks right now, so... Right. Now we're a little termite. How many do we have to go? Is it just the one? Yeah, and 6 notes. They should all be in this little tower in the middle, and then we're done with this level. Which isn't too bad at all. Those guys will still hurt us though, the other termites. They won't think, oh look, it's a termite, we can be friends. In fact, the ones in here are pretty mean. It's because we still got our fancy shorts and backpack. They really want them, as he's saying now. Oh, another thing, this jump, or the one after it, it can be super awkward just because of the camera angle, I think. But, oh yeah, done it first time. There we go. It probably actually isn't that hard, but I'm just super awkward, so I can't do it. Although I did that time, so that was handy. I'm not going to look like too much of a fool. But yeah, like Bottles is saying now, so we've got all 100 notes. Oh, there we go. There's the first fail on this level, so... There we go. And sorted. Right. And up again one more time. There we go. Free life up here. Or extra life anyway. It is free as well though, so... And here's the last jigsaw piece. Ah, what we didn't do. Right, okay. Termites don't take full damage, which is handy. You do take full damage as Banjo though, and it does scale with the distance you fall, so you can instantly die if you jump from somewhere way too high. But I should have gone back to that switch we were on a while back. Because you can ground pound, there's a switch in every level that makes a jigsaw piece appear inside the witch's lair. Or inside Grunty's lair, just start using her name I guess. But with this one you can only get it if you're the termite as you leave the level. So we'll just quickly head back over there where Conga is throwing his oranges. Such a waste of fruit. Not that I eat that much fruit anyway, I don't get my 5 a day. I probably should eat a lot more. Like, it's tasty and good for you, so I don't know what the problem is, but yeah. Okay, yeah, this is the switch. So jump, ground pound, and there we go. So it shows you where it appears as well. Actually, why am I doing this? I can just go straight down. Yeah, in regards to like the falling damage and stuff as well though, if you do your second sort of fluttery jump just before you hit the ground, or ground pound just before, I think you take either no damage or less damage, depending on how well you do it. Oh, Jesus. But yeah. So now we're going to turn back into a termite and leave this level because it's 100% complete. Like I said, this isn't me planning on doing 100% playthrough, it might just happen that way. But any other game I'll do in the future, I'll try to do as much as I can, but I'm not going to make sure I finish it 100% before I move on. Unless I can do. But yeah, no, like I said in the beginning as well, this is one of the first games I properly loved and put hours and hours into, but I just talk about it a bit, I guess the first system I ever had was Super Nintendo, when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something, and yeah, I used to like, play all the time after school. I got it with Super Mario World, that was like the first game I played, and yeah, just like played the hell out of that as well. I was awful at video games when I first started off though, as anyone would be with a new task. Oh, so that's that jiggy girl. But yeah, I mean, I played the hell out of Super Mario World, and then probably didn't get too far until I was a bit older and could play a bit better and stuff like that. But yeah, I started there. I had so many games on that. I don't actually have my Super Nintendo anymore. I gave it to my cousin and then she gave it to someone else, so that kind of sucks. But I've still got my N64 and the PS1, PS2, Xbox 360. I've already done this. What else did I have then? I've got a Wii and a Wii U and an Xbox One. And then I play, some games on Steam as well. So I've got a fair few different platforms and stuff that I've loved to play with Nintendo, so those are probably the games that I love the most. Like Legend of Zelda is probably one of my favourite series, just ever. And I might look into doing perhaps a playthrough of Twilight Princess before the new open world one comes out, which there isn't a lot of footage on it yet, but I think it has the potential anyway to be really, really good. But yeah, I mean, you gotta trust Shigeru Miyamoto anyway, like, the games he's made are fantastic. But yeah, I'm looking into getting a PS4 as well to go alongside the Xbox One. Just, I prefer this system just because most of my mates were already on Xbox, and they didn't change over. But there are a lot of good exclusives, I'd say, on the PS4 that I'm going to want to get as well. And some games that I actually really loved on PlayStation 2 were the Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter series, which I would also be interested in doing. I know these are sort of old games and people have already played them or seen them to the death. But if I enjoy playing them even, then I'm gonna want to do them again. But yeah, we'll go on through here anyway. So as you saw, we used the musical note score we had to unlock that door. There's a green pad on the here. There's a green pad on the floor here. That, like Banjo's saying now, not Banjo, Bottles, we can't actually use yet. We have to find out how to use that as a new move in a new level. But we're just going to explore a little bit more of the witch's lair up here first. So this is just like a warp point, essentially. You have to find both cauldrons of the same colour though for them to actually be active. But yeah, there's the jigsaw piece for the next level. I'll probably put them on here and then end the video. There's another one. Yes, and you can take out pieces you already put down, but we're not going to do that. There we go. So the next level will be Treasure Trove Cove, which is a pretty cool level. We learn how to fly. Right. Okay, so that's the first level completed, 100%. Like I said, we'll try and do as much as we can on each level. It might not be 100% each time, but like, thanks for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Cheers.